What's up? It's Frank Klesitz with Brad McDaniel with Likely.ai. We're going to talk about how to use video to get these homeowners to call you, right, buddy?
That's exactly it. Exactly it. And there's no one better than that than you.
Thanks, man. So you've had some people ask you how to do this, and you invited me in here to kind of give you my my insight. So I'm happy to do that.
Thank you very much for taking some time, Frank.
Yeah, man, you got a great product.
Thank you.
Works great. So if you're paying Brad, keep paying him. All right, so let's talk about this. So you're going to send everyone a list every month of here's all these homeowners that we think are likely to sell their home.
Yeah.
Depends upon the size of the county, but it's a reasonably small list. I mean, usually lists you're thinking of thousands.
Yes.
No, it's a very manageable list, which means it's good data. Like you want a small number of accuracy, not a whole bunch of non-accuracy. All right, which I really like what you're doing. So we got to have a way to actually approach these individuals. So let me kind of share with you maybe all-encompassing what one should do, and then how to complement it with video. All right?
Thank you, sir.
So I think the first thing you got to do is just call them and give them a call and say, hey, I'm a local real estate professional, and I know I'm calling you out of the blue, and I appreciate you taking the phone call. But the reason for my call is, home prices are up X percentage points, like it is in most markets here in maybe Maricopa County.
Yeah.
And was just curious if you would be open to selling your home, or you'd be open to accept an offer on it.
Yep.
That's it.
We
take the conversation from there.
In Santa Barbara, that while they were training an ISA agent to call likely sellers, they got a listing appointment. And he sent me a testimony. He's like, dude, it used to be harder than this, man. Like, what did you guys do?
Yeah. So, well, there's a need. There's a real need. You're calling somebody with a need.
That's it.
So I think that's the phone call. I recommend, I know a little bit about outbound calling. You call twice a day for the first 5 days. So you call twice a day for the first 5 days. And then maybe on the third day, you start leaving a voicemail with the same thing. So there's kind of a full court press once you get that spreadsheet of give them a call. Sound good?
Yep.
When it comes to texting, I only like to send one text. I don't like to hammer people cold. I mean, maybe if somebody opts on your website, you can, hammer them with 10 texts.
Yeah.
But if I'm just going to reach out to a homeowner, I'll just send them one text. And it needs to be a one-to-one text, not like a mass text. Mass text is illegal, is going to get you in trouble using automated technology to mass text everybody. But just put the number in your phone or use Google Voice and just say, hey, so-and-so, are you the owner of 123 Elm Street? I'm a local realtor. Would you have any interest in selling the property, or would you have any interest in getting an offer on it? I wanted to reach out.
Yeah.
And this is where video might come in. You can go so far as to say that in a video message on the phone and send it to them as a video as a text. Just one. Got it? Just one. Where you start getting the legal issues of texting people without permission over and over and over and over. I think just one nice text, ask if they want to sell, if they're open to an offer, maybe even recording the video on the phone and sending the video is a wonderful way to just start a conversation.
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
So we kind of have a initial phone call, try and get a hold of them on the numbers. And there might be a couple numbers you have to call that come back skip trace with the information.
Yep.
Text each number once. Sound good? All right. And then I like sending a letter, a very simple letter going out. I don't know. I mean, it might be worth it if it's a small number, maybe like 100 or less, or maybe even a little more than 100. Is just get a regular old number 10 envelope, write their address on here, and on company letterhead, just saying, hey, would you have any interest in selling your home at 123 Elm Street? Maybe to a prospect of mine, ? Sign it, put it in the envelope, mail it out. I mean, something that personal, that's hand addressed, will get them to respond. So now you kind of hit them with an initial letter.
Yeah.
You send them a video text. You made some phone calls or some voicemails. I mean, you really are doing just about everything at this point. The only other option now is you would just send them an email. And I think with the size of the list, you don't have to get too fancy with automation, is just send them an email. I mean, to the email address that comes back. Subject line, put the address of the property in the subject line. That's what will get your highest open rate.
Yeah.
And say, hey, so-and-so. Actually, I just wrote this today, actually. Hey, so-and-so, would you be interested in selling 123 Elm Street? I'm with a local real estate office on, I don't know, 144th and Maple down the street, and there's a lot of demand for your home. Prices are up, 30%. Would you be open to accepting offers on your home? I can likely get you plenty. Your name.
Yeah.
Simple email, just like that, right?
Yes.
So all you're trying to do is just try to start a little conversation, being very to the point, being very honest. Are you just open to the idea of maybe receiving an offer on your home or open to selling your home? Sound good?
Yeah.
Another strategy that we also can use is I would actually take all of the properties and I would load them into some type of mapping software. Mm-hmm. And I would find an independent contractor and maybe pay them, $1,000 at closing or $500 to literally go knock on all the doors with a leave behind at the door. So probably after they work during the day, they would go out at night and just using mapping software that's the most efficient, go knock on a door, knock on a door, knock on a door, knock on a door, just basically saying, hey, I work with a local real estate professional and we're just trying to get the word out and see, maybe would you be open to an offer on your home? We can probably get you some. Would you want to maybe speak with the licensed agent that I work with and see if they can schedule an appointment for you?
Mm-hmm. I like that.
So you have someone driving around at nights, second job, straight contract, pay them on commission, knocking on doors. You got an email going out. That's very simple. You got a little video text. You got some calls. You have the note. I mean, they're gonna respond in some way, whether it's leave me alone or I'm interested in selling. But that's kind of the idea, is you want to use multiple media when you're spending the money that you're spending on great data like this. You need to really go after it. And you don't really know how someone's going to respond. Maybe, honestly, man, I'm a mail guy.
Yeah.
If I got so many dings and pongs and pangs and all, letter comes across, it's like, okay, that's me. You might be watching this, like, I don't read my mail at all. I'm a texting person. Don't call me. All right, text, I got you, right?
You're going to love this, Greg. We just got someone that in Boston, another one of our partners, she sent out less than 200 hand-addressed cards. Like, Frank and I did not talk before we filmed this. Mm-hmm. Exactly, pretty much what you just said, by a small little company in Wisconsin. Maybe elves are doing it or something, but they were doing it super cheap. Handed everything done. She had over a 10% response rate, a listing, and 13 CMAs within the first 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
She calls with a hair on fire. Like, what just happened?
Great. Yeah. So now it kind of comes down to, hopefully some people respond.
Yeah.
And, hopefully they're likely to sell now. But, maybe they're likely to sell in 3 months or 6 months or 9 months or whatever, right? Yeah. It's still a pretty good nurture.
Yeah.
At that point, that's when you kind of bring them into they kind of move from a haven't met to a met, and now you have permission to stay in touch. Yeah. And at that point, that's where you put them on some type of ongoing kind of nurture system. And what we recommend at Viral, when someone's in your database, are basically starting a little local video blog. Let me see if I can give you an example. This is one of our clients up in Silicon Valley. They start a little video blog like this, where, they just publish, educational videos. So they kind of you get to know Brett here and who he is, like, who's this guy that wants to sell my home, yada, yada, yada. And you send that person 2 helpful videos a month. So 2 helpful videos a month that they're getting by email and maybe seeing on social media, because there's ways to advertise to those people on social media that we can set you up with. So they're seeing you online. Mm-hmm. But also, one of the things you certainly do have is the actual property address, which is nice from what you provide. And, one of the easiest ways to stay in touch with your database, certainly you want to, reach people as much as you can online, but you're not going to reach everyone online.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't reach everyone online. Online will only get you to a point. Then you have to kind of go offline for your nurture. And that's where direct mail comes in. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that we do for our Viral clients here is we also send out a monthly postcard. And the postcard looks something like this. It has your latest video on the front with a question that you're answering with a link to your blog and a little bit of teaser copy down here. And then on the back is really strong sales copy about why you need to call me about here's the problem that you likely have. No pun intended with Likely.ai. Here's the problem you likely have. Here's how I can solve it. Here's why you want to use me. Here's how to call me for a free home selling or buying phone call. And that goes out every single month to your list on top of your 2 educational videos.
So Frank, a question on that. Like how would, if you had the language spoken in the household, or if you knew something about them that would make you talk to someone differently, like their marital status, or whether or not they had kids, or that they drove a black Dodge Ram, how would that change your campaign?
It wouldn't change it at all. That's a great question. It would not change it at all. Let me read to you the pitch that goes in the back of a postcard.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, love it.
Let me see if I can find it. Let me see here. I'm going to read to you why I think this pitch resonates with everyone, because it's about solving a problem. It's not about necessarily who someone is and those situations. And you have to sometimes be careful about those situations because you're dealing with like fair housing regulations.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
So let's see if I can read to you what I would put on the back. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of buying or selling a home here in Northern Virginia? Home prices are up 30% here locally these past 5 years. Without the right guidance, you could be stuck with 2 mortgage payments. Your home may not sell for the best price, or you may miss out on your perfect home in the neighborhood you want. My name is, Brad McDaniel, and I'll make sure you get the best price when you buy or sell a home here in Northern Virginia. With my 12 years of experience helping 378 people buy or sell a home with 79 reviews on Zillow, I will make sure your home sells at the highest data-driven price I recommend in less than 58 days. I will also help you buy a home in the area at the price you want. You'll receive detailed communication, a quick response, flexibility with your schedule, and the time and attention you deserve. You don't pay me any money unless you buy or sell a home. There's no money due up front. I'll also show you homes to buy right now in your budget and where you want to live. My promise is to make your move painless, hassle-free, and less complicated. Call or text me when we get this on my mobile phone, or email me personally at this address. I'll spend an hour with you on the phone for free to talk about specific steps to plan your next move. I'm a licensed real estate broker with X Brokerage in Virginia.
Okay. Yeah,
there you go.
It addresses the problem, the need, and why you're the solution.
Yeah, a lot of times in marketing is that we just have to be, it's nice to make all these videos and all these relationships, but ultimately you just have to put an offer in front of someone like, look, do you have this problem? Here's how I solve it. Here's how I solve it with everyone else. Here's my promise. Here's my guarantee. Here's how to get started. And putting a very good offer in front of someone with the problem to let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
Driving to a phone call, and then from the phone call, you drive to the appointment.
And so how would you, at Viral, do you guys, like, let's say there's a likely seller client that has a couple thousand likely sellers, and they reach out to them because they want to do it on Facebook custom audience instead. Can they use Viral?
Yeah, they can. The match, yeah, you can. Here's the deal. The match rates, what I cannot do is I can't take all the skip traced emails that came back, which may or may not be exactly accurate, or they're not permission-based opt-in of receiving our stuff, and throw them in the database. I only want to put people on the Viral plan that you've actually spoken with that have said, yes, go ahead and send me your stuff. Sound good?
Yep.
So the name of the game with the data that you provide is, look, send them a text, make some calls, send them letters, see if you can connect with them. Then from the people you connect with, add them to the database. But what about all the people you don't connect with? Long term, what do? Well, maybe try to call and follow up, but I would probably put them on that same postcard, the postcard that goes out once a month to your Mets, the people that you've spoken with, your past clients, your sphere, that postcard. Put that same postcard out to like the really solid Habit Mets too, which are all the people from Likely.ai that, haven't called or responded to any of the onslaught of communication from your initial reach outs, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, would you ever use Facebook custom audiences as a way to target them to become a Met and then put them in Viral?
Yeah. So absolutely. So here's the deal. So when we do your videos, we do boost them. We put a little money into them because no one's going to see the darn things on your basic business page unless you spend some money these days. We put a little money into boosting them out to your existing email list in like the house file we have, as well as remarketing the people who visit your website too.
Sure.
It's no extra work if we take the Likely.ai file and throw it in there too. It doesn't cost any more money. So the answer is yes. We will 100% make sure that through some type of custom audience, they'll see the videos. It's just that the match rates. I mean, you might give me 1,000 and like only 400 match.
Yeah.
It depends upon how many. And what I mean by a match, what a custom audience is, if you're wondering what that means, is that if you give me a list of email addresses, I can upload those to Facebook, and Facebook will find, okay, who uses that same email address on their account.
Yeah.
And then I can advertise to those people. But a lot of times the email address that I upload is not the email address they're using for their Facebook login, and that's called the match rate.
That's exactly it. And to help improve that match rate, we do provide the 12 data points that Facebook asks for in order to kind of triangulate that.
Oh, solid.
Yeah,
well, there you go. Better match rates. I didn't even know.
So
yes, custom audience, 100%.
Yeah.
Custom audience, yes.
For you, Frank. We'll work on that.
Absolutely.
And so do you ever use like, I'm just kind of going through the channels because I love what you guys do. And one that I've kind of seen emerging, but I haven't seen a ton of engagement with yet, maybe because of people trying to wrap their brains around it still, is geofencing and actually targeting like display ads.
That's a, I don't really know exactly what that means. So geofencing, let's make sure on the right definition, is, I can go into Google display network where there's banner ads, and I could serve banner ads to homeowners in a zip code.
Yep.
And I don't know how narrow they let you get it, but I could probably serve banner ads to people like within like a little mile radius of a certain area, right?
So
now, go ahead.
So the geocoding, geofencing I was referring to is there's this company that we partnered with that literally uses the plot boundary of the parcel, and they put a geofence around that. So you can
on the actual plot. That's how narrow they get it.
Yeah. So they take, okay, you have 1,000 likely sellers. Now you got 1,000 little targets that you can push display messages to like a mobile device.
Never tried it. I have heard faintly of it.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be around for long.
Yeah.
Because Facebook allowed you to do that, and then they got like a $50 billion discrimination redlining fine in the housing market. No, seriously. So if you go try to advertise on Facebook now, you have to, if you're doing a housing employment credit ad, you have to select it, and then it removes like a lot of the selects.
Yep.
You can't target any narrower as of this recording 15 miles.
Yep.
So the smallest geofence you get on Facebook is 15 miles.
Yep.
Never tried it.
Okay. Yeah, that was one of those things. Like we have clients that come in and try different things with us, and we're like, all right, go for it. We have no idea how it's going to work. And we have a guy that did it in California and then also in Florida, and like duplicated the results. I thought, maybe it's a fluke, And they usually get a click-through rate. I mean, who clicks on a banner ad today, right? I mean, no.
Yeah, it probably makes sense. I mean, if you have a list of homeowners that you think are likely to sell, and you can put an ad right on their digital, on some screen in front of them, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have you ever done anything like with video, like, animated GIFs or something that ties back into viral, like in that realm? Like
no, we've tried. I mean, there's like when you send out an email,
sure.
You could put like a JPEG screenshot of the video, or you could do an animated GIF.
Okay.
The animated GIFs are weird, and
yeah, they are kind of weird.
It's weird. I think it's gimmicky.
Yeah.
We just put a nice screenshot in there.
Okay.
We just decided to go that route. Yeah, man. I think, look, when someone's trying to reach out to the Likely.ai list, I really, it's going to be your two heavy hitters are going to be direct mail and phone calls.
Yeah.
With all due respect. Direct mail 100%, because why direct mail? Well, the match rate is 100%. You don't necessarily know the phone number and email appends are accurate. They may not be exactly perfect, but I know the address is. Mm-hmm. So I already have a head start.
Yep.
And then when I send a letter, I don't have the Facebook police opening it and saying, no, you can't run that.
Yeah.
Got it? Yeah. And no one's going to outbid me on the price of a stamp to get in your inbox.
Yep.
Or not.
You put things like, you simplify things. I love that.
Okay. So when I open it, I'm going to open it. I'm going to take this. I'm going to read this thing. I can set it aside. It's not lost in the news feed. It's never be seen again after 3 seconds.
Yeah.
They can actually save it. And I'll tell you, the quality of the call that you get from a direct mail piece is very high quality. than like someone seeing a faint ad and clicking, or I don't know, someone seeing that you called or calling you back. The quality of the lead call back from a piece of direct mail is very strong.
Yeah.
So I think, I know you wanted to talk about video, but really what it is just what works to get appointments with these people.
Hey,
I'm just kind of,
I think that you have an awesome marketing mind, and I know that Viral is, really a
yeah.
video content site. So I wanted to obviously get that angle. And I mean, one of the things that people are starting to talk a lot about is how video is, the SEO benefits of video, and that it's, parsing what you're
Well, let's
saying.
talk about this. Let's talk about SEO. So, there's no reason why anyone should make a bad decision ever in business because you have access to the world of information in your pocket on the phone.
Yeah.
So if I see that I'm getting a call from some real estate agent I've never heard of called Brad McDaniel, I'm going to go, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
So I think what a normal person would do is I would type in Brad McDaniel real estate agent into Google and see what shows up.
Yeah.
That is the number one keyword phrase everyone needs to optimize for to start, because what's great about it is you own it and there's no competition. Unless you're maybe like John Smith or something like that.
Yeah,
Right?
they just maybe a different business.
But still real estate agent. So like they're going to type in, Brad McDaniel real estate agent, or maybe Brad McDaniel real estate agent, California, wherever you are. Okay. And you want to make sure that videos from YouTube pop up and your reviews are there. And when I look at that page, like, okay, this guy's actually legitimate and it's not a scam.
Yeah.
Got it? Maybe like a Better Business Bureau there, Yelp or whatever it may be. Whereas some agent that's maybe doing direct mail, or some agent that is doing some type of marketing, someone's probably getting this. And let's face it, a big part of the market who's selling their home are baby boomers, downsizers. It's a big part of the selling market. And, you don't want to be scammed by someone who is this, so they'll probably go check you out.
Yeah.
So I don't think video is so much from a lead generation thing, because telemarketing, making a call, doing a piece of direct mail, texting a video, right?
Yeah.
Sending a short little email, seeing if they're open. That's kind of more like getting the response.
Yeah.
But when it comes from converting the response into actually signing the listing agreement, the conversion, well, I don't know. You have agent A that has no brand presence online, and you have agent B, which is a client like this, who's a client of ours, that has this nice video blog that you check out. Oh, that's big. Let's try this again this way. And you scroll down and you start seeing all the videos that they're recommended by, and you could spend some time and press play and learn about the individual. This gets someone much more comfortable that I'm hiring someone competent that can guide me and help me make a good decision with real estate.
I would agree.
I would agree. So I think it's almost like video, probably in your case, is more of a lead conversion thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much of like the initial getting this person to respond to see if they're a lead.
So you're saying lead with like the traditional phone call.
Yes.
Maybe a
direct mail piece
or a
text.
Direct mail piece.
Maybe a video text. I could see a little video text. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of more of the traditional reach out just to see if they're even interested in selling. Because remember, the data you're providing is not like opt-in data. It's not like someone went to a website and says, yes, I want to sell. It's still just people that are likely to sell based upon the data that you have access to. You still got to see if they're actually interested in selling.
Correct.
Right.
Well, they've opted in. We've captured. One thing we have done, thank God, is that we're TCPA compliant on how the email and phone numbers are captured, and then scrubbed against DNC. So we do the best we can as far as to respect all the laws that are there.
Yeah, great.
And it's expensive to do, but we, like you said, we want to deliver the best data we can. So that way, the different campaigns that are run are compliant. That our clients are at the least risk possible of getting fined or in any other way getting penalized by their broker.
Yeah, and look, the data is so small. It's not an issue as long as you're not throwing them all into a triple line dialer. That's illegal. Or you're doing mass texting where you're texting them all. I mean, the data is so niche and so small. It does deserve like one-to-one reach out.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yep. Okay.
And then you throw the rest of it on a nurture program. Honestly, probably just a piece of direct mail every month.
Yeah. Okay. And on the phone call, like any recommendations on script that you would use?
Yeah. Just, are you open to an offer on your home?
Okay.
So I think really what it is, it's not about you as a real estate agent. Say, hey, Hey, Bob, thanks for taking the phone call. I'm a local real estate professional. I want to get a hold of you because prices in your neighborhood are up a lot. And I might have people who want to buy it. Would you be interested in selling your home, or would you be open to an offer on it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That's it. What is this? Yeah. I'll text you some more details about me, maybe a video about who I am. Actually, here you go. Ding, like on their phone, right?
Yep.
But again, I'm a local real estate professional. My office is ABC Realty. I'm down the street over here at 144th and Maple Hole next to the 7-Eleven. All right. And the reason for my phone call is there's not a lot of homes for sale. And you live in a very hot area. And if you wanted to sell it, I could probably get you a pretty good price. Would you be open to selling your home, or you have any
Yeah.
are you been thinking about that, or would you be open to receiving an offer on your property?
Yep. That's great.
That's it.
I love that coordination with the text. Basically, interest,
Yeah, like you and like, look, man,
availability.
we never met. You don't know me from anyone. I'm just
Yeah.
going to text you a video. I'll text you my Better Business Bureau profile. I'll text you my blog,
Yeah.
so you can see
That's
who I
great.
am, right? Real quick.
Yep.
But I'm just trying to be proactive for my buyers to find them houses.
Yeah.
And apparently, you own a house at 123 Elm Street, right? Great. You want to sell it?
At the end of the day, come on, man.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is.
So do
Is
you buy
starting off
into
with a conversation like
I
that.
buyer that the what my house is worth is old news and you should use more of a, do you want an instant offer? Like, do you like that angle or no?
Yeah, well, I think really what it is just, are you even thinking of selling, and are you open to an offer?
Yeah.
And then they're going to go, okay, sure. And then there's probably some other questions I'd ask you, like, why are you selling? How soon do you want to sell?
Sure.
Where do you want to move to? Are you maybe working with an agent? Basic pre-qualifications. Anyone listening to this would understand a little bit about asking those questions. And then 100%, when you go on the listing presentation, especially let's take a market like Phoenix.
Yep.
All right, let's say you're doing this in Phoenix. If you show up at the listing presentation and you don't even bring up Zillow offers and all of them, whatever,
Yeah.
well, open door, etc.
Sure.
You're going to immediately lose trust with the seller
Yeah.
because they probably already have 3 offers sitting in their drawer from those companies
Yep.
that they don't really want to bring up to you. Got
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So when you're in those competitive markets, you need to lead off your listing presentation, at least I would, saying, look, yes, you can skip all of this and take an offer from this company and this company and this company. Got it?
I
Now,
love
just
it.
so you
I love
know,
it.
they only buy like a small percentage of all the offers that are requested, and
Yes.
you're not going to get full market value. So I want to lead this presentation off making sure I do what's in your best interest, but I want to just get that cat out of the bag. And usually every single homeowner that I meet with actually has some of these offers sitting in their drawer. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, do you by chance happen to have any of these offers we can take a look at? Well, it's so funny you asked, Brad. I actually do. Let me go get a few. Great. Now we can have a real conversation, right?
Yeah.
And really what it comes down to with the seller is, look, do you do you want the most money, or do you want speed and convenience?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want the most money, yeah, we're going to have to fix the house up. We're going to make it look halfway decent. And, you're probably got to, get out of Dodge while I show it, but I can sell it more retail. Or if that's not for you, we can, wholesale it out to a buyer.
And so, if a client wanted to come and engage with, sorry, I've got street noise going on, but
Right.
What we just heard was Frank's mind about how they would come out and market towards likely sellers or sellers in general. And so at Viral, do clients get a coach like you to help them
Yes, they
think
do.
through this?
Well, it's probably not exactly like me. I'm pretty unique, but yes, you do. So here's our website. So what viral marketing is, I'm just giving you lots of information out of the Frank brain that I picked up over the years. But as the CEO of Viral Marketing, what we do at Viral is we help you stay in better touch with done-for-you video marketing to your database. Specifically, the people that you actually, have met and have permission to communicate with. For most of our clients, it's their past clients, it's their centers of influence. It would be the seller nurtures, their buyer nurtures, people they've communicated with. They would have put them on some type of really solid, educational, helpful nurture campaign. And that's what we do. We're a little more expensive than the industry because it's all custom. We charge $2,000 to build the website, ship you a webcam, make a sales video, get your social media together, set up the retargeting, and then we interview you once a month to create 2 short, helpful videos. And the videos look pretty sweet. I mean, they're really simple. We don't have to get too crazy, but they look something like this, where, once a month or twice a month, a video like this goes out and people see you, get to know you, which is much more important than maybe the topic that you share. Yeah. And we can solve the problem if you're looking for a very good way to stay in touch consistently with your list. That's what we do. Today, a lot of our conversation was on like, Frank, how do I actually just proactively reach out to these people to see if they're interested?
Yeah.
And I kind of gave you like my little direct mail tips and other
I love it.
Like
I love all of that. It's like once you capture them to that stage, then viral is a great option for you to continue to nurture them through. Or your past clients to put them on and stay in touch, so that way you're the right choice for the next
then when they're ready. That's right.
I love it, Frank. I mean, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate you taking a couple of minutes and kind of opening your marketing mind to us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Well, thank you for having my marketing mind and be able to share it and get some people results. I mean, look, anyone who watches this wants to sell homes. And I'll tell you, man, it starts with having really good data. I'm like the guy of the database, right? You got to have a good database.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to put people into my database, let's put in people that have a home that are very likely to sell one. Makes a lot of sense.
I know, right? I mean, it's like peanut butter and jelly, baby. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. And, love to hear how everything continues to go with the clients that we share.
Awesome. Thanks, Brad.
Have a good one.